All right, now I welcome Arthur from Foam, giving quite a different presentation, I think, content-wise as well as by presentation style. So I'm looking forward to that, and welcome.
Thank you. My name is Arthur Röing Baer. I work at Foam. We develop geospatial standards for the Ethereum blockchain. And in this context of blockchain and real estate, might be interesting to begin where the company started. So the company started as a research, a design and building of an equity crowdfunding platform for real estate. And, okay. Oh, okay. Okay, we're back. Real estate and architecture industries. We're not back. Should I try to? Sorry about this. Should we put it on the table and try? Oh yeah, okay. So we basically started as exploring the possibilities of building an equity crowdfunding platform for real estate and the architecture industries, and saw very early, and this is probably something that many people here in this room have experienced, is that the regulatory frameworks were extremely difficult to work with. The team started in New York, and we're working with New York law on this. And we also saw, while working with this, that there was a very big need for going deeper in the stack and developing the core protocols that are needed to build something like this. So what do? We took an office, that is the new lab in Brooklyn where we sit. We assembled a team, and instead of doing the equity crowdfunding for real estate platform, we started building geospatial protocols for the Ethereum blockchain. I'm going to talk about I'm going to talk about 3 standards that we're building: crypto-spatial coordinates, the spatial index, and proof of location. And yeah, these are between the Ethereum blockchain and spatial decentralized applications. The first one is a crypto-spatial coordinate, which is based on the problem that there is no real blockchain location standard in the Ethereum blockchain today. Different projects use different systems. Some use latitude, longitude. Some use a geohash. But there's no way to communicate between these systems. And if we have a decentralized distributed ledger, what is the point if the different entities on that system can't talk to each other? So yeah, we created an open and interoperable standard for location on Ethereum smart contracts. How we do that is we combine a geohash with an Ethereum address, and this creates that every crypto-spatial coordinate is a wallet that has an immutable claim to a physical location. So this is our office in New York, and this is also now a wallet and a smart contract. This is the first standard. We're starting quite easy here. The second one is there is no way to visualize these smart contracts. There's no, so we built a full stack visual explorer for geospatial smart contracts. How this works is basically we can now start mapping out the crypto-spatial coordinates spatially in this tool. This tool is an open source full stack architecture that anyone can use. So it's a way to kind of show what we're building and show the crypto-spatial coordinates. But if you're, for example, building a decentralized Airbnb, you can use our open source architecture and use it, and then visualize your own crypto-spatial coordinates filtered out in it. This is how it looks, our skin, but you can reskin it. It's built on Mapbox and DeckGL, which is an Uber tool. And here you see different crypto-spatial coordinates with added data. You can pull out data on it, and it pulls directly from the Ethereum blockchain. And here's some nice background information on the network. And the third one, the third geospatial standard we're developing, and our most ambitious one, is There is no way to verify location claims in a decentralized way. The problem with the digital twinning that we're doing with crypto-spatial coordinates is that there is no way to verify the connection between them. GPS is a horrible standard for this because it's easily spoofable, drains a lot of battery, and as you probably most of you know, it doesn't work inside or underground. So we're trying to develop a protocol for decentralized consensus on whether an event or agent is verifiably at a certain point in time and space. And we're doing this by we're working with a beacon technology called LoRa chips. They're a small radio beacon. That's the first standard we're using. And we're combining the crypto-spatial coordinate with such a chip. Then those chips communicate with each other through time synchronization and build a mesh network. These mesh networks deposit a token into the area that is between them, or into a combination of beacons, similar to a staking mechanism in proof of stake. And if they report false data, there's a slashing, so there's a layer of trust inside the network. And what we have now is a verification standard so that entities are moving through the system can get their location verified by these beacons and pay a microtransaction to get stamped verifications of location. So we're building these 3 standards right now, and they have a vast field of applications. We see applications in verifiable, so location verification for self-driving cars is one, for example. We see supply chain, has the container been here? Can we verify that this container has been here? We see location analytics. The city could replan based on routing it sees on. We see IoT devices. Has the drone been flying over the area where I ordered it? Geospatial data markets. Has the data that I'm buying of the intelligent thermostat or self-driving car really been there, or is it fabricated? And insurance, things like automatic conflict resolution based on spatial circumstances, for example. We also then, of course, return to real estate. So to kind of go all the way around to where we started, let's see how the 3 standards we develop would work within an equity crowdfunding platform. And here, the crypto-spatial coordinates would allow to bind smart contracts directly to a location in an interoperable way. So, for example, you can then create a service that, for example, shows all the property of several agents, and they can communicate in an easy way. We use the spatial index to visualize, both for internal handling. So let's say you want to manage your properties and you want to create an interface for your employees for doing that. You can use our spatial index, but you could also create a decentralized Airbnb where you can book stuff directly to the smart contracts on the map. And third, you can have a proof of location protocol that validates, and maybe as a supplement to proof of ownership, for example, could validate that certain activities are happening within the space. And so here's the spatial index as it looks today. I just recorded this. This is a density of zones. This is on the Rinkeby testnet, so these are not up and running. This is, but it is working. And here you can see navigating between them. And here we have some user flows that we're working on. And basically what we're doing now is setting up the first testnets. We're working in New York in our office, setting up the first LoRa chips, and establishing partnerships to establish a network density in urban areas first, and then seeing where that leads us. Thank you.
Great, thank you, Arthur. Are there any questions?
Hello, it's me again.
Hello.
You were saying you released the geospatial of smart contracts on an open source in an open source way. And under what license did you publish that?
Everything is, I don't know. It's just like it's free to take the best. I don't know what.
So cheap. Okay.
Well, the repositories aren't open yet. We have some. We developed a PureScript Web3 library that's open already.
Mm-hmm.
We're slowly releasing the stuff. But everything we're basically building is going to be released. We're a non-profit foundation, so our development is funded by the utility tokens that are used in the staking mechanism of proof of location. But we don't really have intellectual property in that sense.
Do I remember right that you do smart contracts for shared assets as well?
We don't develop the actual smart contracts. We develop the kind of infrastructure for you to maybe build something like that.
Okay.
So if you want to do that, you're more than welcome to use our libraries. Yeah.
Sweet. Thank you.
Cool. Any more questions? Yeah. Okay.
Already have blockchain real estate projects that got in touch with you to use your infrastructure?
No. We're just like, we're pushing out the white paper for the proof of locations the coming months. We're still pretty early in rolling out everything. We're setting up some partnerships now and rolling those out over time, but we don't have any partnerships yet announced.
Can you explain your business model?
Sure. We're a non-profit. We're non-rent seeking, but what we do is we have a utility token that is used for staking in the proof of location protocol. And basically the development costs are covered by the utility token sale for that staking mechanism.
Okay. Any other questions from the sides maybe? Back there?
Any more?
Okay. Otherwise, thank you. You will be around here for questions anyway.
Yeah.
So and
Approach me if you have any.
yeah, and so the bar is still open, so you can finish it. And I hope you stay around for a bit longer and have some discussions and exchanges. And yeah, looking forward to it. Thank you very much.